Let us cut to the chase in this video. You might be infatuated with a woman and constantly thinking about her. But what if you could change the game and shift her focus from responding to you whenever she wants to obsessively thinking about you and eagerly waiting for your reply? Today, we will present you with 3 simple hacks that are so effective and proven that you will regret not trying them earlier. These hacks are suitable for women of all ages, but use them cautiously as they can be incredibly potent. You may discover that the person you once pursued is now pursuing you relentlessly. We will delve into the psychological aspects of women and reveal what will spark their curiosity and ensure that she becomes fixated on you. Before we proceed, I would appreciate it if you could like the video to help me in spreading the Stoic philosophy. If you are not subscribed yet, I suggest you subscribe and turn on the notification bell to avoid missing any future videos. If you found the content of this video interesting, please leave a comment below. Number 1, if you do not agree, kindly respond with a number 2 to inform me so that I can create improved videos in the future. Initially, let us address a topic that men often overlook: emotional bonds. It is crucial to understand the impact of emotional connections on women before I reveal the powerful strategies. Men tend to focus on the enjoyable and practical aspects of life, seeking adventure and fun, while women prioritize emotional connections. Establishing an emotional bond with a woman involves eliciting her emotions towards you, rather than letting her unload all her problems on you. Triggering emotional responses, whether positive or negative, will make her think of you more. Creating mystery around yourself, like Batman does, can also be a key factor in building emotional connections with women. Remember, women are more emotional than men, so it is crucial to tap into those emotions whenever possible. He seldom displays anything other than his luxurious residence and collection of expensive automobiles. His nocturnal occupation leaves him with limited leisure time to spend with a woman, as he cannot disclose the whereabouts of his activities. Women are captivated and continue to admire him, hoping that by spending more time with him, he will divulge more about himself. The enigmatic nature of Batman holds valuable lessons, as it is one of the primary reasons why women are drawn to him. Fortunately, you do not possess the secrets of Batman that could potentially determine life or death situations, but you can cultivate an air of mystery, and it is not as challenging as it may seem. One of the initial steps you should take is to become more reticent, particularly when it concerns personal matters. It is unnecessary to expose every facet of your life and personality to a woman, and this applies to your social life and hobbies as well. If she is genuinely interested in you, she will naturally begin to inquire about these aspects. By maintaining an aura of mystery and occasionally revealing fragments of information, you will pique her curiosity enough to keep her returning in the hopes of uncovering something new. Curiosity will become a valuable asset that will keep the two of you connected. However, on the flip side, revealing too much can be detrimental to attraction. Men often have a tendency to divulge every mystery about themselves, allowing her to form conclusions and decide that you are not the type of person she desires, even before truly getting to know you. On the other hand, the mysterious approach grants her the opportunity to discover the kind of individual you are, and even if you do not share common interests, you will still possess an allure that she cannot quite explain. Number 2, shared interests can build trust and attraction. However, it is important to note that maintaining a mysterious persona has its limits. Take Batman, for example. His enigmatic nature may intrigue initially, but over time, it can lead the other person to lose interest, diminishing the mutual attraction. Once the initial spark is established, the key is to discover activities and topics that both parties enjoy. This could range from hobbies to aspirations. The aim is for the woman to feel a deep connection with you, unlike any other. When she realizes this bond, she will seek out your company eagerly, making plans to be around you as much as possible. To cultivate mutual interests, take the time to understand her preferences and experiences. This will allow you to explore your own interests and identify common ground. However, it is crucial to be genuine, as pretending will only yield temporary results. If there are no shared interests, it may be necessary to end the connection. Sometimes, stepping back can trigger a response known as reverse psychology. By creating some distance when her interest is high, she may become curious about your hobbies and passions, indicating a willingness to find common ground. Once this connection is established, she will constantly think of you, associating those shared interests with you on an emotional level. The most captivating aspect of this guide as strategies is their element of unpredictability. This quality will ensure that you remain attractive in her eyes throughout the course of your relationship and prevent any sense of monotony. However, it is important to exercise caution and not overuse unpredictability, as it may have the opposite effect. Women enjoy adventure, and while some may argue in favor of stability and predictability, nothing compares to an unexpected adventure that turns out to be wonderful. It is also worth noting that unpredictability should not be mistaken for breaking her trust or causing her to doubt your reliability. When referring to unpredictability, it pertains to surprises and maintaining a positive atmosphere. For instance, you can spontaneously show up at a club she plans to attend, or surprise her at work with gifts or simply your presence. This will keep the excitement alive, and since few men are willing to do this, it will give you an advantage. In today's world, where boredom is prevalent due to the constant stimulation from social media and technology, keeping a relationship interesting can be challenging for some individuals. However, by positively embracing unpredictability and incorporating surprises, you can break the monotony caused by modern technology and life. It is important to remember not to overdo it, as less is often more. Unpredictability will keep her guessing and constantly thinking about you, wondering what you will do next. You may even find that she becomes unpredictable and surprises you as well, leading to more excitement and fun. Surprisingly, this is all there is to it, and you do not need to be a billionaire or resemble Brad Pitt to successfully implement these strategies. By simply being mysterious and allowing her to put in effort to discover who you are, she will be drawn to you. Once you have revealed enough about yourself, you should be able to find common ground and share interests, making her feel like you are the one. Being unpredictable will keep her guessing, and combining these three strategies will make you the most attractive and unique person she has ever met. However, there is more to women, and the dating scene can be intense. Make sure to stick around and watch some of our other videos to unravel the female mystery for yourself. The more you reveal your pain, the more people may want to hurt you. Although it does not always occur, it is common for some individuals to take pleasure in your suffering or even contribute to it occurring or worsening. Unfortunately, sadism and envy are common behaviors that can stifle personal growth in various settings, including work, a circle of friends, and even family. As a result, Learning not to show your weak point can become your strong point. Consider yourself a tree in the middle of a storm. The leaves may flutter and the branches may sway, but the trunk remains firm and firmly planted in the ground. This is the image of silent resilience that we will teach here. We will discuss how you can become even stronger by demonstrating that you are not easily influenced by external or internal issues, and how each challenge teaches you to be like the tree. You are not denying the storm by acting as if nothing bothers you. Rather, you are choosing not to let the rain soak you and the wind knock you down. You will learn to be the master of your own fate, firm, strong, and calm in the midst of chaos. In this video, we will go over 17 Stoic rules from Epictetus, a great and well-known philosopher you've probably heard of. Furthermore, I invite you to self-knowledge, where strength comes from the silence of the light that illuminates the path rather than the noise of thunder. As a result, in the coming minutes, concentrate on the content rather than on daily distractions. The first rule is to be prepared to fail because it is the only way to progress. We do the impossible to avoid being labeled as idiots. Epictetus, however, holds a contrasting perspective based on his philosophy. Being regarded as such is an exceptional occurrence that fosters both professional and personal growth. The Stoic philosopher emphasizes that triumph is the outcome of a prolonged journey of trial and error rather than a spontaneous reaction. Through this process, we refine our skills and abilities, inching closer to excellence. Another principle to bear in mind is the inevitability of death, which awaits us all at the end of our journey. This notion is not meant to instill pessimism, but rather to remind us of the ultimate destination of our actions and efforts. With this awareness, we may question the value of investing 20 years of our limited lifespan in acquiring a house that, despite its significance, cannot accompany us in death. Just as we carry essential items like our phone, credit cards, and toothbrush in our bag, it would greatly benefit us to carry a small notebook containing these Stoic principles. By doing so, setbacks will no longer be seen as misfortunes, and we will develop a more realistic perspective on our existence, making better use of our time. Lastly, Epictetus advises us to listen twice as much as we speak. Have you ever pondered why nature has blessed us with 2 ears but only 1 mouth? According to Epictetus, this is not a mere coincidence, but rather a deliberate design. We are not meant to be infatuated with our own voice, but rather to embrace the voices of others. Progress in life is achieved by learning from others, not by endlessly repeating our own words. Therefore, from this day forward, let us pay closer attention to the words of those around us and give less importance to our own previously held beliefs. The fourth guideline emphasizes the importance of being prepared for the worst. Anticipating unfavorable circumstances in the future is a major contributor to anxiety and its detrimental effects. We often worry about various potential issues such as our children dropping out of school, losing our job, discovering our partner's infidelity leading to divorce, or facing financial ruin. The problem lies in the fact that we fear different scenarios on different days, causing us to live in a state of constant stress. Epictetus offers a radical yet effective solution to this dilemma. He suggests imagining that all these feared events have already occurred, prompting us to develop coping mechanisms and move forward confidently. The fifth principle entails acknowledging the perils associated with fortune. This prosperity we strive for comes with a negative connotation that only a handful of individuals can evade. It is not solely about opportunistic individuals who materialize out of thin air to exploit our good fortune by feigning affection towards us. Money possesses the ability to transform people, and not always for the greater good. Once we possess this coveted asset, we acquire something we were previously unaware of, and it is at that juncture that our inner being may start to corrupt itself in the face of diminishing moral principles. The sixth principle states that guilt is often associated with a plague. While narrow-minded individuals tend to point fingers at others, ordinary people tend to blame themselves. However, the wise perceive all guilt as foolishness, thanks to the teachings of Epicus therapists. In modern times, therapists have started to view guilt as an emotion that should be eliminated from our lives. The key to triumphing over guilt is to not engage in it. The challenge lies in the fact that it offers an easy way out, as by shifting blame onto others or ourselves, we completely absolve ourselves of the need to rectify the error. Succumbing to guilt becomes a strong temptation that is difficult to resist. Only those individuals who are resolute in their determination to overcome guilt can avoid it while still taking ownership of their actions. The seventh principle emphasizes that true wealth lies in having a contented spirit. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, had his own interpretation of happiness, which is evident in one of his famous quotes. According to him, a wise individual is someone who does not worry about what they lack, but instead finds joy in what they already possess. This reflection goes beyond mere contemplation. It serves as guidance to cease feeling distressed by the possessions that are not yet a part of our lives. When we allow ourselves to complain and grieve over what we do not have, we squander precious moments of happiness that could be spent expressing gratitude for all that we have achieved thus far. These accomplishments are far greater than what our eyes are accustomed to perceiving. The rule number 8 emphasizes the importance of embracing humility in order to truly learn. It is crucial for individuals to acknowledge that there is always more to learn, even in areas where they believe they are already knowledgeable. Epicus encourages us to cultivate humility, particularly in the pursuit of knowledge. By avoiding arrogance and embracing humility, we can prevent ourselves from straying further away from genuine knowledge. This genuine knowledge comes from recognizing our own ignorance and approaching learning with a childlike wonder and eagerness to discover. The rule number 9: always remember that your reactions shape your destiny. We must not underestimate the power of our reactions, as they will ultimately decide our success or failure. Epicus was clear about this. He taught us that while we cannot control what happens to us, we can control how we respond to it. Misfortune can happen to anyone, but it is our actions in response that will determine our future. For some, divorce may lead to feelings of depression and victimization, but Epicus views it as a chance to embark on a journey of self-discovery. Remember, it is not what happens to you that matters most, but what you make of it. Rule number 10 emphasizes the importance of forming alliances with successful individuals. It is interesting to observe how we tend to quickly distance ourselves when someone sneezes nearby, out of fear of getting infected. However, we are not as cautious when it comes to avoiding negative influences that can have a detrimental impact on our well-being. Epicus provided valuable advice on this matter, suggesting that we should surround ourselves with individuals who inspire us to strive for excellence. The behavior of people around us significantly affects our mental state. Some individuals drain our energy and ruin our day, while others fill us with happiness and vitality. Therefore, one of the wisest choices we can make is to align ourselves with those who bring positivity into our lives, and bid farewell to those who have the power to make us question our existence. Rule number 11 emphasizes the importance of embracing simplicity. In today's world, it is easy to be tempted by various luxuries. However, the key to true wealth lies in a simpler way of living. Wealth does not come effortlessly. It demands dedication and consistent effort to maintain a lifestyle filled with luxuries. On the other hand, opting for a simpler lifestyle can alleviate the burden of constantly meeting financial obligations such as bills, loans, and credit card payments. It is imperative to adhere to rule number 12, which states that we must always fulfill our duties. Each individual holds a significant role in both society and the world, similar to the sun's rise each morning, which requires no praise or enchantments. We too must carry out our responsibilities diligently. Just as every aspect of nature performs its function, it is our obligation to fulfill our tasks without expecting recognition or reminders. By doing so, we not only fulfill our moral duty, but also contribute to the well-being of the environment and ourselves. Rule 13 emphasizes the importance of not fretting over matters that are beyond our control. While we may have our own opinions, our reputation is not entirely within our grasp. Although we may possess the drive and enthusiasm for achieving our goals, we cannot dictate the quantity of our possessions or guarantee success. Engaging in worry and frustration over uncontrollable circumstances is merely a choice to squander our time. According to Epictetus, we are urged to nurture the values that we can influence, while also recognizing our duty to release what is beyond our control and entrust it to fate. Rule number 14 states that one should not harbor hatred towards those who harbor hatred towards them. Instead, it is advised to simply ignore them. Remember, you are much bigger and far more powerful than the individual who criticizes, despises, and discriminates against you. Therefore, it is not worth your time to waste energy hating that person, as they do not even deserve to occupy your thoughts. We are encouraged not to fear those who wish to cause us harm, as their actions are merely a pitiful attempt to harm us. Therefore, it is best to ignore such negativity and build immunity against it. Number 15 always entails extracting the benefit from any situation. It is ultimately up to you to decide whether or not to take advantage of it. These were the words of Epictetus. As you can observe, it is not merely about having the option to find the good in adversity, but rather, it is our responsibility to do so. As long as there is intelligence within you, there will always be the ability to recognize the advantages that can be derived from any challenging circumstance that befalls you. Imagine a scenario where you arrive at work one day only to discover that you will be terminated. Instead of succumbing to despair and blaming the universe for being against you, you have the choice to embark on that entrepreneurial endeavor you have always dreamed of, all while fulfilling your work obligations alongside individuals you may not particularly like. Therefore, it is imperative to always strive to find the positive aspects within a given situation. This mindset, when consistently applied throughout your life, will undoubtedly propel you further than simply lamenting over the circumstances at hand. The 16th lesson is that by letting the comments and attitudes of others affect you, you are essentially giving up control of your own life. When you allow someone to make you angry, you are allowing them to become the master of your emotions. However, it is important to remember that no one can make you angry unless you allow yourself to be affected by their words or actions. Epictetus teaches us that there are various keys within ourselves, some leading to happiness while others leading to emotional distress. It is crucial to recognize that the key to anger is often handed over to those who provoke us. The solution lies in building a barrier that shields us from being influenced by the attitudes of others, as each individual is responsible for what they say and what they choose to internalize. Number 17 emphasizes the significance of friendship over wealth. Genuine friends are considered true riches as they offer unwavering support during times of material loss. By investing in authentic friendships, one can secure a valuable long-term asset. Stoic principles, aside from being practical in daily life, provide guidance on facing adversity with resilience and interest. Stoicism encourages practical application of learned lessons and forward movement, devoid of indulging in fantasies. The video content is aimed at those who value independence, composure, and authenticity, echoing Seneca's sentiments. If you have ever felt marginalized or unappreciated, this video is dedicated to you. The discussion will unveil the 10 principles for becoming an irresistible individual. Marcus Aurelius once highlighted the impact of one's thoughts on life as joy. The first principle is simple yet profound: instill in others the fear of losing you permanently. People often overlook what is readily available, but the threat of loss can foster genuine appreciation. Imagine being indispensable, not just an option but a necessity. This video serves as a guide on becoming indispensable, prioritizing self-worth, and transforming into a highly valued individual. In order to accomplish this, it is essential to demonstrate that your life does not solely revolve around others. You possess a strong sense of independence, confidence, and self-sufficiency. Your life is a thrilling journey, and you do not require anyone else to make it fulfilling. Your self-assurance and ability to rely on yourself are your greatest strengths. Your life is brimming with excitement, and you do not depend on others to experience it. You bring a unique value to those around you, and they acknowledge that being a part of your life is a privilege, not a given right. When they realize that you are not just another individual seeking their attention, but an unforgettable force, they will strive harder. Your purpose is not to pursue love or attention. Rather, you are here to inspire others to pursue you. Allow their fear of losing you to grow, and demonstrate that you are an invaluable treasure they cannot afford to lose in this game. You are not merely a participant. You are the ultimate prize that they cannot risk losing. Life is a one-time performance with no rehearsals. So sing, laugh, dance, cry, and live each moment intensely before the final curtain falls and the show concludes without applause. Rule number 2 highlights the importance of scarcity. The most valuable things are not easily accessible at all times. Similarly, you should not be constantly available to everyone. Your time is valuable and your life holds significance. Consider this: you should not always be waiting for someone. Your life should not revolve around them. You have your own world to enjoy, and those fortunate enough to be a part of it should acknowledge this. It is all about finding balance. Don't be the one who is always waiting for messages as they are readily available. Instead, let others realize that your time and attention are precious. People are naturally drawn to those who have their own interests and plans. When they see that you are not just waiting for them, it sparks their curiosity. They begin to wonder about your activities and who you truly are. Show them that your life is filled with important things that matter to you. This is not about playing hard to get. It is about demonstrating that you value your time and independence. By not always being accessible, they will perceive your time as precious and respect you more. It is about being valued, rather than simply being difficult. Rule number 3 holds significant power. Refrain from divulging everything about yourself immediately. The allure of enigmatic individuals is undeniably strong. It is as if they possess hidden chapters within the book of their lives that everyone yearns to uncover. Consider yourself a captivating novel with concealed chapters, enticing others to eagerly delve into your story. Instead of revealing all your secrets in the initial conversation, share fragments of your life, allowing others to gradually discover the layers that make you intriguing. Embracing a sense of mystery creates curiosity and attraction. When people cannot predict your every move, their desire to know you intensifies. You become a puzzle they are keen to solve. Remember, you are not an open book. You are a complex individual with depths waiting to be explored. By maintaining an air of mystery, you will pique the interest of others, making them more inclined to have you in their lives. Never underestimate the value that others see in you. If they treat you like a treasure, it may be time to start believing it. Rule number 4 emphasizes the importance of allowing others to invest in you while maintaining control of the situation. It is crucial to make them recognize your true value. Imagine yourself as an invaluable gem that they desire to possess, and they are willing to go to great lengths to have you in their lives. You are not just a passing interest, you are a commitment worth pursuing. People tend to value what they have worked hard to obtain, especially when they invest emotionally in you and dedicate their time. As they become more committed, they will view you as someone truly special and will not take you for granted. Remember, you are not here to beg for their attention or affection. Your purpose is to demonstrate that you are a valuable addition to their lives, and they must earn the privilege of having you close. Give them the space they need to invest their time, emotions, and energy in pursuing you because your presence is an asset they cannot afford to lose. Surrendering personal power to others often leads to unnecessary suffering. Your happiness should depend on no one else but yourself. Rule number 5: it is crucial to prioritize your own needs and well-being, particularly in any relationship. Standing up for yourself and avoiding situations where you are undervalued or treated poorly is of utmost importance. Picture this: you are fully aware of your own worth and refuse to settle for anything less. You are unwilling to compromise your happiness and self-esteem for someone who does not treat you with care and consideration. This is how you put this principle into practice. Rule number 5 emphasizes the importance of prioritizing your own needs and happiness. It is crucial to understand that any healthy relationship, whether romantic or platonic, is built on mutual respect and consideration. Settling for less is not an option. Putting your needs first is not selfish. It is a matter of self-respect and maintaining your dignity and emotional well-being. By making it clear that you will not tolerate being treated as an afterthought or an option, you send a powerful message that your feelings and self-esteem are important. Remember, you are an equal in any relationship, and your needs and emotions are valid. Do not allow yourself to be a doormat or seek validation from others. Focus on building healthy and respectful relationships rooted in solid self-respect. When you advocate for yourself, you become a more attractive and compelling individual, a presence that stands out in anyone's life. Your well-being and self-respect are non-negotiable and should always be prioritized in your goals. Rule number 5 serves as a reminder to place your personal goals and interests first. True independence is achieved when you can fully own yourself without relying on anything or anyone to feel whole. Rule number 6 in life is to maintain your independence and avoid making someone the sole focus of your existence. People are often attracted to what they can't have, creating a sense of attraction and independence in relationships. Picture yourself as a bright star in the night sky, radiating your own light and energy. You should not revolve around another person. Instead, have your own orbit, life, and interests. To apply this rule effectively, refrain from focusing too much on someone to the extent that they become the center of your universe. Embrace your passions, dreams, and individuality to create an air of mystery and intrigue that piques others' curiosity about your world and motivations. By showcasing your independent spirit and sense of adventure, you will attract others more effectively. Remember, the goal is not to lose your identity in someone else, but to enrich both lives while preserving your uniqueness. By not making someone the focal point of your life, you become more captivating and irresistible. Live a life beyond the relationship. Continue to grow, evolve, and bring excitement and independence to the connection. This rule serves as a reminder that you are a complete individual, and your presence in someone else's life should be seen as a valuable addition, not a replacement. Speak little but convey much. It is not essential to constantly seek attention to be of value. Rule 7 emphasizes the importance of maintaining a balanced approach in communication, rather than always being the one to initiate it. This approach serves as a subtle yet effective way to avoid being taken for granted in any relationship. Instead of constantly seeking attention like a ship, imagine yourself as a lighthouse that radiates light and presence. It is not about playing games, but rather about maintaining a sense of equilibrium in the relationship. By occasionally taking a step back and allowing the other person to approach you, you give them space to appreciate your presence and acknowledge your worth. This serves as a gentle reminder that you are not just an option, but someone deserving of effort and attention. Remember, your goal is not to pursue love or friendship, but to create mutually respectful connections. By finding this balance in communication, you foster a healthier and more equitable relationship where both parties are equally involved. Don't let the pursuit of happiness hinder your ability to enjoy the present moment. Rule number 8 is centered on the core concept that happiness originates from within oneself. It pertains to being a content, self-assured, and independent individual, which inherently enhances one's attractiveness to others. Picture this: you are akin to a shining sun, and your happiness is not contingent upon the presence or actions of others. You radiate on your own, and individuals are naturally drawn to your warmth and positivity. This exemplifies the way in which happiness can be cultivated independently. Rule number 8 emphasizes the importance of not relying on others for your happiness. Instead, it encourages you to cultivate your own joy and satisfaction. Security and independence are qualities that naturally draw others towards you. People are naturally attracted to those who exude positivity and self-confidence. When you are content with your own life, you become a source of inspiration and light for others. By creating your own happiness, you convey that you are not dependent on others for satisfaction. You are a complete and joyful individual on your own. This mindset is appealing because it relieves others from the burden of making you happy. Remember, your purpose is not to find happiness in someone else, but to share your happiness and enrich the lives of others. Rule number 8 dictates that one should embody an irresistible presence exuding positivity and confidence, inevitably attracting others. Refuse to be treated as a mere addition to someone else's life if they fail to recognize your worth. It is preferable to walk alone than to keep company with those who do not appreciate you, as Marco Aurelius wisely stated. Rule number 9 serves as a crucial reminder, emphasizing the importance of being ready to disengage from any relationship that fails to appreciate your worth. This conveys a resolute message, indicating that you refuse to accept anything less than what you truly deserve, while also demonstrating a profound level of self-respect. Envision this scenario. You possess the inner strength and confidence to discern when a relationship lacks reciprocity or fulfillment. You are not desperate to hold on to something that undermines your happiness and self-esteem. In essence, this rule encapsulates the essence of self-preservation. Number 9. It is crucial to establish clear boundaries and expectations for how you should be treated in any relationship. If someone consistently fails to meet these standards, it is important to be prepared to end the relationship, regardless of your emotions. This is not a lack of compassion, but rather an essential act of self-care. By doing so, you demonstrate self-respect and refuse to settle for less from someone who does not value you. Walking away helps the other person understand the gravity of their actions and realize the need for improvement and prioritization to keep you in their life. Remember, your purpose is not to hold onto unsatisfying relationships, but to foster healthy and respectful connections. Sometimes, it takes courage to part ways when necessary. Rule number 9 serves as a crucial reminder of the importance of self-worth and self-respect in our lives. It emphasizes the control we have over our personal environments and relationships. This rule enables us to make deliberate decisions about the individuals we allow into our lives based on how they treat us and the value they bring. Essentially, this rule revolves around the concept of recognizing and embracing the notion that we deserve respect and kindness from those around us. It signifies that our well-being, emotions, and time are valuable and should be treated as such. By establishing this standard, we not only shield ourselves from negative or harmful influences, but also attract those who appreciate and respect our value. This practice is essential for our overall growth and happiness. Rule number 9 necessitates a level of self-reflection and sincerity. It entails evaluating relationships and interactions to determine if they are mutually beneficial, respectful, and enriching. This rule does not pertain to ego or pride. Rather, it emphasizes the significance of possessing a healthy self-esteem that enables one to acknowledge and demand respect in all interactions. Additionally, it teaches the importance of establishing boundaries. Boundaries are crucial for maintaining a sense of self and for determining how others should treat us. They are not barriers to exclude people, but rather guidelines that define healthy, respectful, and nurturing interactions. By setting clear boundaries, we effectively communicate our worth to others and, more importantly, to ourselves. Moreover, it reinforces the notion of self-value. Rule number 9 emphasizes the importance of choice in relationships. While we may sometimes feel pressure to maintain connections due to obligation, fear of loneliness, or the hope for change, this rule highlights that staying in a relationship should be a conscious decision based on mutual respect and appreciation, rather than necessity or fear. Upholding this rule may require making tough choices, such as distancing ourselves from individuals who consistently fall short of our standards of respect and value. It involves understanding that walking away from a relationship that does not benefit us is not only an act of self-care, but also an act of self-respect in the end. Rule number 9 emphasizes the importance of valuing oneself. It encourages us to prioritize our own happiness, respect, and emotional well-being. This rule reminds us that being a part of someone else's life is a privilege, and we have the autonomy to select who we spend our time, energy, and life with. It serves as more than just a guideline for interpersonal relationships. It is a fundamental principle for leading a fulfilled and respectful life. Rule number 10 emphasizes the importance of finding happiness in simplicity rather than constantly seeking more. It stresses the significance of maintaining emotional balance and not becoming overly attached. By controlling your emotions and ensuring your needs are acknowledged and prioritized, you can navigate through life like a skilled ship as captain steering your emotional course. This rule advises finding a balance between expressing emotions and keeping composure, as being overly emotional can sometimes overshadow your true worth. Adopting emotional balance allows others to understand your feelings and needs without feeling burdened, promoting understanding and prioritization. These rules offer valuable guidance on becoming an irreplaceable presence in others' lives, encouraging emotional intelligence and restraint. By following these principles, you can cultivate a sense of missing out, maintain a level of mystery, and prioritize your needs without making someone the sole focus of your life. Communication is key in striking the right balance and transforming into a more valued presence in the lives of others.